In the women's prison shower, there is a mysterious woman who even showers with a collar on. She is elegant and rarely speaks, but her fellow inmates fear her, because you see her hair constantly seeping black ink, a dye to hide her identity. It wasn't until the ink stained her white back that it drew everyone's attention. She slowly turned around, her dark green hair exuding an eerie aura, and her deep eyes sent chills down people's spines. She is accustomed to the strange looks from others, because she is Lorna, the daughter of Magneto. Lorna has perfectly inherited her father's powers, able to control magnetic fields at will. Any metal in her hands is a lethal weapon. Anyone who crosses her is doomed. Like this clueless guy who knew Lorna was a mutant but still asked her to show her powers. Lorna didn't refuse. Her hands lit up with green light, and the car outside levitated instantly. The guy was dumbfounded, his mouth nearly reaching the back of his head, but his joy was premature. Lorna exerted her power, slamming the car to the ground, rendering it scrap. Lorna smirked as if to say, "This is what happens when you provoke me." Yet, despite her extraordinary powers, she remains at the bottom of society, constantly on the run. In a world coexisting with ordinary humans, being a mutant is a crime in itself. Faced with the police surrounding her, Lorna doesn't intend to surrender. With a forceful motion, she destroyed all the police cars instantly, thinking they would retreat. She was surprised when they intensified their attack, firing wildly. Out of options, Lorna used her powers again, disarming 2 policemen. Though she could control the bullet's path, she didn't want to kill, so she trapped the police in their cars, but knew this wasn't a long-term solution. Luckily, Marcos stepped in, his hands emitting blinding white light, forcing the police to shield their eyes. They seized the chance to escape the warehouse, only to be shot from behind by a policeman. Marcos fell, wounded, and Lorna lost control of her emotions. Anger surged within her, and she unleashed her powers in frustration. Marcos urged her not to linger, but Lorna, in her rage, wouldn't listen. She threw a policeman into a dumpster with all her strength, but was herself hit by a taser. Losing her combat abilities, she was imprisoned, adding insult to injury. Although the police fired first, she was charged with attempted murder, with harsher penalties for mutants. It was almost a death sentence. Yet, Lorna remained calm. Even when Reed offered her a deal to reduce her sentence in exchange for betraying her allies, she didn't care, as death seemed like a relief. But Reed, recklessly entering the glass room, made Lorna laugh. "You accuse me of attempted murder? Let me show you what that really means." Sensing the steel pin in Reed's knee, she manipulated it, causing Reed immense pain. But Reed, unfazed, presented a report, making Lorna's face darken. She never expected Reed to use her child to coerce her. Trapped in a dilemma, Lorna broke down completely.